We met, got to work out on Sunday. We practiced Monday, Tuesday. We'll practice tomorrow. Then for the first time in 9 years, it's actually a great deal. They somehow managed to match up. I don't know if we matched up our schedule with the school or the school matched up their schedule with us, but it's fall break for our guys, which I think is a huge deal. I know that everybody, one of the biggest things right now is quality of life for the student athletes. And everybody, that's like the catch phrase that everybody wants. So we found a way to give decent quality of life for student athletes right now that their bye weekend matches up with fall break so that our players get some opportunity to go home and see their families and get a couple of days off. So we're going to give them Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
I'm sure you'll enjoy some of that time too. I know I saw you out throwing the ball before the Auburn game with your son.
I got to try to spend some family time a little bit. It's always tough this time of year for coaches, and I try as much as I can to make sure coaches get a decent quality of life to go see their family, but I'm excited to see my wife and my kids a little bit and be able to spend, get back to my caddying. So I'm sure I'll do a little caddying this weekend.
How have the guys kind of reacted over the last couple of practices since they've been back?
Good. This week you're working a lot of different little things, technique, fundamentals. Everybody's kind of at different levels. What you're trying to do is get some of the guys that have played a whole lot, a little bit rested, but working technique fundamentals and some things they need to improve on. As a team, clean up some things that we've done, we want to do better. Then, get to really some base offense, defense for some of the guys that maybe aren't playing a lot, but to give them a lot of reps so that they're, one step closer, because you never know. Teach all our guys like Greg Island, you never know when your number is going to be called. You better be ready at that moment when your number gets called. And so to give a lot of those guys reps so they're a little bit closer to being ready to play.
What did you see out of Greg after getting to watch film?
Yeah, he went in there, did okay. He's got a ways to go, but he's a freshman, and did some decent things, and then other times looked like a freshman out there on the field. So, he's getting a bunch of reps this week, and just in case he's got to go again.
Is Martinez relatively healthy after that?
We got guys banged up. We don't know much till next week. I kind of gave a lot of those guys the week off. So, and then we'll, even talking to Dan and, you come up, give the update. I'm like, I'm like, update? I'm like, never mind on the update because we're letting everybody rest. So I'm like, let me know Monday where we're at.
When you look back at the film with the Auburn game, what kind of caught your attention or stuck out?
Same thing as after the game. We did the things you can't do when you're on the road playing a good team in a tough environment.
What do you take away from Nick's performance?
On that game, the last game, he's got to get better. He's got to get better, and we talk about it, and we're, but this is a great week to go work fundamentals. So we're working a lot of technique and fundamental work this week on.
Jamal had a couple of catches and 60 yards or something. Could you see him being a little bit more involved in the
Well, we'd love to, but that's what these weeks are for. Like I said, when you're looking at the young guys, he got thrown into some action last year as a true freshman, and then Reggie's a redshirt freshman, so they're really kind of coming along, and we're trying. This is a great week for them, to accelerate. They're getting the majority of the reps with the ones, Jamal and Reggie, and trying to force feed to get them up to speed, ready to go, and get them, get them ready to contribute consistently.
I know I ask you every week, but have you made a decision yet on Malik here?
No. Again, it will probably be a Monday deal. That'll be a Monday. Monday we should have a feel. Make our final where we're at. He got. Today we rested him. I think yesterday he got 30-some reps of practice, but we'll see and how it goes after getting a little heavier practice on
How does he look so far?
Monday. Good. He loves ball, so he loves football. So it's good to see him running around, having some fun, getting the opportunity to practice. He's not 100%, so that's the whole decision is, is he good enough to go right now with his health? Is that worth it?
Will you go ahead and get a jump start on BYU at all this week, or just go ahead and wait till game week?
Coaching-wise, yes. The fact that we're giving everybody the extended weekend, maybe subconsciously we got some things in there for the guys, but we haven't done it as game plan for our guys. Let them. So there's some things. We split up. We do scout team work instead of good on good, where we're really trying to get the young guys accelerated. We do some scout work, some of that's advanced work, even though they don't know they're maybe getting the advanced work just yet.
After the highs of a 3-game win streak, then now going to these 2 tough losses there, is the team developing that kind of equilibrium you were talking about?
Well, they're learning. They're young guys, so everything's kind of new. for a lot of these guys here. You know, I think everybody, you know, one of the things, and having done this now for a while, I guess, as a head coach, and I've come to learn, you know, the team's life spans very short. Guys' time, life. I've been here a long time. Oh, remember this? And they're like, Coach, I was in like 7th grade when that kid was playing. I'm like, oh goodness. Okay, so you don't remember that situation, you know? And you go back, you know, with all this excitement and hype around the program a couple years ago, right? Delano Cleveland's the only guy I ever played in a game really off that roster. You know, Gabe and Des Harris were redshirting that year. You know, we had that big run. So guys, they just, there's no, like, even though you think, oh, that's not that long ago. Hey, you know, we know how to deal with it. Hey, you know, so for me, no big deal. But I think when you look at how fast college careers are, everything kind of, for a lot of the guys, is new. And so, you know, winning and getting attention was new. Getting knocked down was new. Going and not play, not you know, playing. You know, I don't say execute what it was. Just not doing the things you need to do at Auburn. They were very different games, but they learned that experience. Okay, how do we respond to that with a bye week? Okay, well now we're into the bye week. How do we transition back to winning? Okay, we're going to non-conference. You know, 3 out of the next 4 or one of the next 4 is against an SEC West team. You know, if you look at it that way. Even though Kentucky's kind of you're a little bit of a rivalry game to me, because I know I say that every year, but and it's like, well, it is, but when you play them every year, that's your crossover. It just, you know, there's a lot of familiarity with it. But so just everything's new reacting. So I don't know if some of it's good, some of it's bad. More it is what it is, I guess. And, you know, I try to see what they're doing and then guide the ship in the right direction emotionally.